What's up, OTE fam? It's your boy Ja, and welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered. And this week, I'm with the City Reapers, and we'll talk to their team owner, D'Adrian Harding. So be sure to stick around for that. But of course, got to intro my guys. We got that dude. I was told to intro him that way, Doug Martin. And then, of course, the Pittsburgh boys themselves, Amari and Meleek Thomas. How y'all doing, fellas?
Good. How you?
Good. To start, man, we got to talk about this Luka trade. Amari, I know you're close to as big of a LeBron fan as me. What do you think this impacts LeBron's legacy? I know that's what people always say.
I mean, bro, it don't impact LeBron's legacy no way if you ask me. I just feel like Lakers made a business move for the future. That'll have nothing to do with Bron.
Facts. So do you think he really didn't know?
I 100% believe he didn't know. I don't think he would trade Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Seemed like they was actually close. But to be fair, though, it's kind of crazy to trade your second star and not tell your first star, like, hey, we about to make a move. But, things happen fast. Mm-hmm. Doug, as a coach, man, let's talk ball real quick. Luka Doncic and LeBron James, really good basketball players, but both love to have the ball in their hands. Like, how are you handling that as a coach? How are you playing those guys together?
I think that at the stage that Bron's in right now that he can be a cutter, spot-up shooter. For most part, I think there would be situations where he'll have the ball in his hand. But being 40 years old, did what he's done in the league so far, I don't think he has a problem with being the Robin to Luka's Batman for the next year and a half.
Did they get a ring?
I think it's going to be closer than people think, man. I think they got a legit shot. I mean, you got two guys like that, and Luka did it with a team that's nowhere near as talented as the Lakers last year.
Facts.
To go to the finals, I think he has. You add LeBron with Luka, I think they got a legit shot at going to the finals. I'm not saying they can win it, but I think they got a legit shot at going to the finals.
League, what you think?
Yeah, I think they're going to get one.
Think they're going to get one?
It's destined.
I like the sound of that. Speaking of League, bro, we ain't had you on the pod since you was named McDonald's All-American. Congrats, bro. First off, congrats. I know this weekend you was filling out paperwork, seemed like real excited and everything. What has this process been like? What were the emotions like when you found out? Like, just break it all down for me.
I would say it's like one of the most exciting events in my all of basketball career since I picked up a ball. I mean, like when you're young, you always dream of just going to all the camps, getting all the accolades, playing on all the big name teams. So I done been through it all. So this is like kind of my final step. And to be named McDonald's All-American at the end of everything, it just make me feel like all my work paid off, and it's really just a boost on just continuously working. Like This is just the first part of my work after, so it feel amazing just to be nominated as McDonald's, and the work ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, like you said, it got to be like a checkpoint. Like all of the greats have kind of gone through this, and been a McDonald's All-American for the most part. Not all of them, but most of them. So it feels like one step closer to the ultimate goal.
100%.
Mari, man, you've been close to League for a long time now. Like, how does it feel to see your guy kind of get everything that I guess he deserves, and you've been there every step along the way? What's it like for you to watch this?
I mean, I'm happy for him. I mean, I don't think it get no better as a friend to see someone achieve something they've been wanting forever. I mean, since I met League, before I knew what a McDonald's All-American was, bro been talking about being a McDonald's All-American. So for him to get that, I mean, I'm proud of him.
That's dope. Burger Boy. Now, how long have you guys known each other?
6th, 7th grade, like around there.
6, 7. Now, my fault. I had to. Was it just basketball, or were you all in school together? How did the relationship start?
It started from basketball, and then it led to school, and then after that, AAU, more basketball. It's just a lot of basketball. It started from basketball, but when basketball first started, you obviously know if you're going to rock with this person genuinely off the court, or if you just going to keep it sports. But this has been my boy, regardless of the sport, since we was young.
Facts. Now, obviously, this is your last year in high school, and you guys kind of made the decision to play together. What has it been like this year playing alongside each other? I know you guys played AAU a ton, but this league is a lot different in a lot of different ways. What is it like to kind of spend you guys' last high school season, on the same team trying to win a championship?
I mean, it's cool for sure because we started like AAU for real together. So for us to end our high school career together, that's big. I mean, and we got ties, our families is close, all that. So for both our families to come support both of us, my mom support him, his mom support me. So it's just a big support system too.
Nah, that's facts. I seen your, I think it was your uncle had the Pittsburgh Reapers shirts. I was like, that's crazy. Doug, I mean, obviously this is your second year with Amari, but first year coaching Meleek, and definitely first year coaching them both together. What is it like coaching two guys this caliber of talent, you know what I mean, and that are really close and super competitive?
First of all, they make it easy. Every time we step up on the show court or we go to any gym in the country to compete against somebody, they give me a sense of when if it goes bad, if it goes down, that these two guys going to step up to the occasion. But I also challenged them every day. Yesterday, I pulled them aside in the middle of practice and told them that, these last 4 games and this stretch in the playoffs, I'm going to lean on those two guys a lot, and I'm going to be looking for them to do what they have to do, but also lead the rest of the bunch. So I have to find different ways to challenge Meleek and Amari every day in practice by the teams I put them on or the constraints that I put on their games within practice, just to get them to not to continue to be competitive, but to continue to feel like they're growing within the development of their games.
On the flip side, what's it like being coached by Doug Martin? Now, y'all can keep it real on this.
Yeah, please do.
I know Doug well enough to know that there's probably some things about Doug you like, oh, my God, here we go again. So what is it like being coached by Coach Doug?
I would just say he tried to, at the beginning of the year, he asked everybody what they wanted. That kind of, let me know what type of coach he was, off the dribble, off the start of the season, just because he wants to, he asked us what we want out of the season and out of him coaching us for a reason, what do we want? And so we all stated what we wanted and how we wanted to be coached. So he coaching us to the T, whatever we told him the way we want to be coached, that's how he's coaching us. So if we told him we want the hardest coach in the world, that's what he's going to be for us. So he just holding us accountable to what we want for our goals. And with me, it's just I want you to be the hardest coach to me like you can, because it's not going to get easier for me. It's only going to get more intense. Coaches are going to have more pressure on me. It's going to be Meleek. So I want to be under that spotlight now. So I'm accustomed to it when I get there.
Heard that. You got anything on that?
I mean, he cool and all.
Like I said, keep it real. Keep it 100.
I mean, he hold me to a standard that I don't think a lot of coaches will hold me to. So, even when I'm slacking on the court, bro, he just be kind of going crazy on me. Sometimes I don't respond the right way, but I know it's for the better at the end of the day. So as long as I'm getting better with hard coaching, I feel like I'll be straight when I get to college.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts.
I appreciate that, fellas.
Shed a little tear, huh? So we got a couple weeks left in the season. About what? You guys have 3 or 4 left?
4 games left.
4 games left.
Yep.
Now, coming off of a championship win, Mari and Doug, obviously your first year, but is there more onus on trying to win another one? People always talk about how difficult it is to go back to back. So as you approach playoffs, do you feel a little pressure, a target on your back of we're defending champs and people are coming for us, but we still got to go get this done?
I wouldn't say pressure. I would say just act like we've been here before. That's all. As long as we act like we've been here before, we're going to be in the championship again. And when we get to the championship, anything can happen.
Yeah, for me, I to kind of piggyback off of what Mari said, if it's no pressure on it, but if you look around the building and you ask anybody who's been a champion in this building, only Amari, myself, and Parker can raise their hands on that.
Thanks.
So it's not pressure in that regards. We don't have the best record. We're not the number 1 seed. So that's who the pressure falls on. If you're the number 1 seed and you don't get there, I feel like that's pressure on you. I mean, you can legit ask the Dreamers about that last year. They were the number 1 seed coming to the playoffs, and you don't make it to the finals or win. That's a lot of pressure on you. So, for us, I don't think if we're the 3 seed, 2 seed, 4 seed, and we don't get there, you're the 3rd seed, so you didn't deserve to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I approach it. So.
Nah, facts. Before I ask Leek this question, I want to ask you, Doug. He mentioned at the beginning of the season y'all had conversations about what you wanted, right, and what you want out of this season. Yeah. Did Meleek mention MVP?
He didn't.
No,
he didn't. I'm going to be honest with you. So at the beginning of the year, we had Bryson was recovering from his injury, and we had the whole team in a circle. And I looked at the team and I said, BT is going to lead us like we had Big Ja led us last year. And Meleek looked at BT and said, what you want out of the season? And BT said, I want to win a championship. And Meleek looked him right in the face and said, all right, I'm cool with that. I just wanted to check what time you was on. So that let me know what Meleek was striving for. He has never mentioned any individual accolades. Meleek has never mentioned to me, even when me and Meleek are not seeing eye to eye, Meleek has never said to me, hey, Coach Doug, you messing up my draft, you messing up my McDonald's chances, you messing up me being the MVP. He's never said that. What he has challenged me on, when he and I get into things, Meleek has looked me in the face and said, you must not want to win. You know what I mean? And I respect that about him, because Meleek's like, if you want to win, I'm your best chance of winning. And I'm going to rock with any dude that truly feels that way, but can also go out and deliver that as well.
That's facts. That's facts. So I'm going to ask you, straight up and honest, I know winning a championship is more important. Does part of you want to win that MVP?
100%. I always want to get the most achievements, accolades, just keep adding achievements to my resume, just keep building it, because at the end, it's like I can't play basketball for forever, so it's like, what did you do with your time? I obviously want MVP, but I'm not reaching for it. I'm not forcing it. If it happens for the right reason. God gonna present that to me, but it's like I never brought it up for a reason. I'm not chasing it. Like I said, if it fall, it fall, but I'm focused on winning that championship in the OT League.
Heard you. Mari, let me ask you, though. Obviously, I think right now Eli is seen as the front runner for MVP. We know what the Dreamers are doing, what he's doing. What would it take in these last couple of weeks for Meleek to pass him and win that MVP?
League just be league. I mean, he been knowing league all year. What we changing for now? He in the MVP talks, just being in the league, so we not changing nothing. He gonna be him every night.
Heard you. Now, obviously, y'all are the main two on the Reapers, and we know what you guys bring to the table, but teams win championships. It's not two players. It's not a coach. I'll start with Doug and come down the line. Is there a player on you guys' team that you guys know you're going to need, whether you get to the finals throughout the playoffs, that's going to need to be there every night and step up to help you guys win the finals?
I got two of mine.
Okay.
Cole Granderson has to be one, and Jaden Wilkins.
Shooter.
We're going to need just the presence on the floor of him being a shooter sometimes creates opportunities and space for other guys on the floor. But then when he does get his opportunities, we expect him to deliver, more times than not. So I would say Cole as the third scorer for these two guys, but Jaden's presence and his ability to put the ball in the basket take some pressure off of Meleek having to have 4 games of 35-plus points, and Amari to have 4 games of 25-plus points to get us to the where we need to be. If we can get Jaden to get us between 12 to 18 points every night, that takes a lot of pressure off of Meleek and Amari.
I'm gonna just go with one person. I could say two, but I'm gonna go Jay Wilk, just because when he's making shots, we're a whole different team. I feel like. Because if he's making shots, then it's like, all right, now we can't help off Jay Wilk. That helps driving lanes for me. That helps driving lanes for him. Now, I'm going to go my second is Cole, or Big Cole. I'm going to go him because he be hooping. I ain't going to lie.
What about you?
My two, I would say, is Micah Tucker and Cole Curak, just because we look at Tuck as the one. So it's like, you the one, you the leader. In aspects of me and Maury not being the leader, you got the ball, like, get us together, go get the ball, like, huddle us up. I feel Tuck don't understand at times how big of a role he got just playing on our team, but it's huge. And as the games continue on and as we get to the championship, his role is going to be huge. And like Maury said, just Big Cole, like, I feel he doesn't understand how well he does sometimes just playing off of us, but his role is also going to be huge just in these next games and playoffs, just because like we bank on him just like he bank on us. We're gonna get you the lobs, but we need you to set the screen for us to get you the lob. Like, everybody work hand in hand on our team, so it's just, I feel we need everybody.
Yeah, y'all basically just named the whole team, so appreciate that. Everybody got to play well to win. Huh? Makes sense though. Before we switch gears, Leek, I gotta ask you, man, like, I had never really been on the road with y'all, and so I never really seen how it was in a road environment. Number one, do you guys love those road environments like that? Like we saw in Baltimore, where pretty much the whole crowd is against you, packed out stands, kids are everywhere. It's a much different environment than OTE, where I think the crowd is usually pretty neutral, just here to watch good basketball, where in Baltimore, like, we was enemy number one in there. Do you guys enjoy that?
Yeah, for sure. It's always great having a target on your back because We played them 9 times out of 10. They got us 1 game. We get them 9 times, and it's like the other 9 times the crowd gonna end up being on our side because you can't cheer for a team that's losing. So it's like, I love those crowds, and like I told Doug before the game, like everywhere you go, a lot of people have not seen you play. So just for me to
Put on a show
in front of people that I hope to remember me for years and years and years after just 1 game is my goal. So I just try to leave my impact everywhere I play.
for sure. Speaking of remembering you, man, like them kids, do you ever get used to the I got 5, like that whole thing, that viral moment that people always reference when they see you? Does that get old? You get tired of that or what?
I mean, I can't really get tired of it. Like it get old, but I can't really get tired of it just because that's what come with it. I mean, I chose to say it. I didn't choose for it to go viral, but since it did, I got to live with it, and I got to accept everybody that say it. So I feel I do a good job with the kids and what they say, and just,
Facts. Now, switching gears, like I said, Mari, y'all play JellyFam this weekend coming up. Yeah. Obviously, you used to play for Coach Pete. I want to ask you, what's your craziest Coach Pete story? I have a couple, funny enough, and I was never coached by the guy, but he's a wild dude. Give me your craziest Coach Pete story.
The craziest Coach Pete story is definitely 3 a.m. Pete comes knocking on our doors. Everybody got meet at the gym. Mind you, he kicked us out of practice that day, and he thought let everybody think it was cool. Mind you, Pete had hair before this. Pete had hair at the time. So he comes and gets us at 3 a.m. Everybody's walking to the gym. But mind you, I'm injured. So I'm laughing walking to the gym. 3 a.m. I'm laughing. They all mad. We get there. Pete got his hood on. He takes his hood off. He has a bald head. But he has a bald head out of nowhere and made the whole team run 20 suicides at 3 o'clock in the morning and still expected us to be at practice at 9 a.m.
Jeez, 3 a.m. So wait. What's the story behind the ball? Hey, he just decided to cut it that day or what?
Bro.
New Coach Pete.
Bro, facts. Like, he had hair at practice that day. At 3 a.m, he had no hair.
And he's never had hair since?
Never had hair since.
All right, well, there's the backstory on how Coach Pete got bald. That's good to know. Obviously, big weekend coming up. I don't want to harp on it too much, but, like, do you think this is a pivotal weekend for you to possibly go get that MVP? One, obviously, for playoff seeding, I know that ties into the MVP race a little bit, but personally, are you like, nah, I got something to prove over here?
No, I've been leaked the whole time for a reason. Like, I don't really see how much more you could get than averaging 30 and 10 throughout the whole season. Just being myself. Like, I'm not trying to force it. I'm just trying to continue to play my best basketball. I tell myself every day I'm the MVP, but it's
Thanks.
Like, if that's not what God wants for me, then I'm still a great basketball player. I'm still off to college. I'm still off, so it's not what I'm really looking at, but I always got something to prove. Like, I don't know who LT is going to be there this weekend. I never seen me play, so every time I step on the court, I just want to be myself.
I see him every day, and I know what Eli's numbers are, but I see the kid every day, and it's MVP every day for me. So when it's my turn to vote, I'm voting for Meleek. So
I like that. I like that saying. Low key, I'm gonna throw that on the mirror, bro. He said every day I'm the MVP. I like that. I'm rocking with that. Doug, I've heard a lot of people, and I've talked about it on this podcast before, the double bye. Can you explain to me how that works into, like, our playoff seeding? It's a little different than
so the season ends on Saturday, and then Tuesday 5 through 8 play against 5, 6, 7, and 8 play each other, and then I want to say Friday the teams that advance go to play against seeding 3 through 4, and then they play a 5-game series. So there's like, depends on how the series go. You either have 10 days off or 14 days off. Last year we had 14 days off, and it was new to me, so I didn't know what to expect. But that first game, I think Amari attested that. That first game felt like it was a 60-minute game instead of a 36-minute game because I gave the guys some time off, and then I tried to ramp them back up to where we were in game shape, and unfortunately, we had to use that game 1 against the Cold Hearts to get back into game shape, and we lost that game. And then Pat and Mari had a thing last year where we never lost 2 games in a row.
Facts.
At all last year. So when we lost game 1, I mean, legitimately, I looked at those 2 guys going back and forth, saying like they had no care in the world, and they were like, "Well, Coach Doug, we had never lost 2 games in a row, so why you?" Why you tripping now?
Right.
You know. So, but yeah, that double bye is it's a gift and a curse. You know, I think and I think Mari can attest to that. That first game back when you haven't played in 2 weeks, because practice doesn't simulate what that show court is. It doesn't simulate what that show court is in the playoffs. You know, and I think we had very heavy legs that game. I think we all felt like we couldn't catch our breath during that game. So, we're fortunate enough to get that double bye. Again, this year, I got some different ideas of what I want to do to be peaking right at that game 1 of the semifinals.
I heard that. Forget what he talked about. Y'all are the players, right? Y'all are on the court. Do y'all want that double bye, or do y'all want to like keep your rhythm going and stay playing games? Obviously, having the double bye means you're a higher seed, but like just from a pure basketball perspective, like what's better for y'all?
I definitely want the double bye just because that means I'm more of a winner. we're more of winners.
Yeah.
If we get the double bye, so I definitely want the double bye.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like with the double bye, teams is coming into it like, oh, we just had to play a game and we got to play another. Like they already, if you just play the game and you got to verse a team that didn't play, you already thinking something about the other team, their situation. So, of course, I want the double bye. My body be going through it sometimes.
Boy said he tied. No, it sounds like it's basically just like a confidence thing. Like, yo, we're a top 2 seed, and y'all go play amongst, the bottom 6 or whatever.
You got to get to us.
And then you got to play us. That's facts. Obviously, this weekend coming up, you got Jelly on Friday, but Saturday, you got the Dreamerz. This is, I think, what everybody possibly thinks could be the finals matchup. So, Coach Doug, how do you balance, obviously wanting to go win a game and make sure you're protecting your seeding, but keeping some tricks up your sleeve in case you do see them down the road?
Yeah, I mean, and I think Meleek and Amari will attest to that. I think we have a game plan up our sleeve for everybody that we may see in the playoffs. We've, I think the Dreamerz and us are the only teams that have defeated every team in the league. So within that, we have, when we played Jelly the first 2 games, we played the first game without Meleek, the second game in New York, and we've done different things both games just to see what has worked and what hasn't worked. When we played RWE, we've done different things to see what works and what doesn't work, and the same thing with the Dreamerz, same thing with the Blue Check. So we definitely have things that we haven't shown our future opponents that we know that we're going to do within those games. So I think it's level across the board of what we're going to do against other people.
So basically you saying you don't want to reveal nothing right now. No Dreamerz
No, I'm
strategy.
not going to reveal anything, but I got something.
Good to know. Good to know. Speaking of which, obviously their biggest star, Eli Ellis, scorer. We know what he does. Amari, that's usually your matchup, right? Like, what is your plan on him? How do you approach when you got to play Eli Ellis?
Just be me, and hopefully he's, he gonna be Eli no matter what. I just gotta try to hold him under his average.
Hold him under his average. That'll probably help. Now, last time you guys played, and Meleek, this is a question for you. That third quarter was awful, like terrible. I think outside of that, you guys basically won the game and then just got destroyed for like a 5-minute stretch. Talk to me about what went wrong in that quarter. I think everybody was kind of confused in the arena.
Yeah, I just feel like we did what we were supposed to going into halftime. In the third, I feel the third quarter is probably the most impactful of the game. It's because, how you about to come out after halftime, you about to put your foot down and be up for the fourth, or you about to be lackadaisical, relax, and just coast through the third. And we chose the second route for the third quarter of that game. And it's just what you do inside of your team. Less communication. We just had some weak points. Every team got them, but that's why we practice hard to not have them again. So I would just say it was just a game where we wasn't at our best in the third.
That's facts. It seems like that's kind of like what the Dreamerz are relying on, really more than anything, is they just press you the whole game. And I don't mean pressing like a diamond press or anything like that, but like putting pressure on the rim, attacking you, getting downhill, hitting shots, offensive rebounding. Like, those are things that they always are looking for. And that if you relax for 2 or 3 minutes, next thing you know, you look up and the score is like, yo, what happened? Like, so is it just a focus thing, or is there literally something like conditioning-wise that he's working on you guys with in practice to make sure you can stay on and locked in the entire game?
No, it's literally just a focus thing. Like, it's not nothing that – I mean, at this point of the season, it shouldn't be a condition thing, or it shows how much you really want it in this league, but it's literally just a focus thing like you stated. just because, once again, you said you take your eyes off some, you don't rebound, you don't box out, you don't do the little things, and the score will skyrocket. And that's just how that was. You see, the first time we played them, we was focused all
6 minutes.
all 36 minutes, and we ended up winning. So it's just, you got to, with a team like that everybody buys in, you just got to stay focused.
Got you. So changing pages a little bit. Coach Doug, like, these are your superstars, man. Like, these guys, I think everybody knows them. They're well-renowned. Like I said, when we go places, Meleek is extremely recognizable. So is Mari. Do you have any NBA comps? They can be past or present, and you know, I'll let you go any direction you want with this, but are there NBA comps for these guys?
Position-wise or just impact-wise?
I would say, well, if you have different ones for each one, let's get into it.
This is my Kobe and Shaq.
Oh, snap.
It's my Kobe and Shaq right here, man. It's and it can be either way. You know, I give you a great story. We played maybe Fear God, and Meleek had 14 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds, 5 steals, something like that. And I looked at him and I said, I've watched you play since you were 9th grade. It's the best floor game I've ever seen you play. His impact was so dominant that it didn't register on the scoreboard, but it registered on the stat sheet amongst the other players. So that was his Shaq moment for me. And just Amari being, and not that Meleek isn't a two-way guy, but Amari's two-way from last year being just a defensive player of the year. My 5th option last year, when I ran plays, Amari, I would draw the plays up, and Amari would look at me and say, I'm in the corner, right? And just, you know that he's in the corner. But now to be asked to carry a burden of scoring as well. So he's had his Kobe moments of, I got to score, and I have to guard the best offensive player on the other end too. So for me, they've been my, that's, if you're in this league, these two guys are Kobe and Shaq.
Is that the greatest duo of all time?
I think so.
So out of you two, which one would you rather be, Kobe or Shaq? I don't know. Y'all open it up to either y'all.
As long as we win championships together, I could be either one.
Yeah, it don't matter.
If I had to take my guess, I'm going to say Leak is Kobe, because like you say sometimes, like there's certain people who was born to put ball in basket. Right. Kobe was one of them. I think Leak is one of them. And then talk about people who just get on they bully. Yeah. Amari Evans love to bully people. Yeah. So that would be my comps. Yeah. Mari, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Reapers have had some great players come through, like amazing, phenomenal guys that have been able to put on that Reapers jersey. Do you have an all-time starting 5 of Reapers? And you can go position or non-position, like just top 5, whatever you want to do with it.
Oh, I know.
Tough.
I'm definitely in the top 5. But I'm taking both of the Thompson twins, me and Leak, and Samto.
Easy. Simple as that.
Like,
Doug, is yours the same?
That's a super team there, man.
Because you know who put that Reapers jersey on for a minute there was Eli Ellis too.
Yeah, man. Samto is a good one. I'm gonna say Thompson's, Mari, Leak. Man, can I have a 6-man, like a super sub?
Why not?
Oh, right. 6-man, yeah.
I'm gonna go Big Jaw.
And
I'm gonna go BT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dang, BT, my bad. My fault, BT.
And if we had like a super sub, I'm gonna go Jaden Mustaf.
Super sub. What's up?
Dang, I'm a terrible guy.
Amari left friends off the list.
Man, shout out Jaden Mustaf, man. Lee, Arkansas has been struggling a little bit this year. That's where you're headed next year. Has Calipari talked to you, or have you talked to him about what the plans are next year, what you're going to bring to the table? Like, break down what you're hoping your year at Arkansas looks like, because I know we want it to be 1 year, but.
Yeah, I talked to Cal just on how everything's going. We ain't really get into the next year talk yet, because he's still figuring out what's going on right now. But I think he already know what I'm on when I come into there. Like, he just it was just an interview or something he was on, and he was like, Leak and Darius called me and told me they could play for me right now. And it started getting a little buzz or whatever.
So you called Cal, told him you could play for him right now?
Yeah.
Say no more.
He should know that. Like, I'd be a huge impact right now. But like I said, I feel he already know what I'm going to be on next year. My mindset is just different when it comes to my goals and what I want out of my life. Like I already had it mapped out since I was younger. So it's like when I get there, I done been seeing it for so long. Now I just got to do everything that I've been seeing and praying for. So when I get there, it ain't gonna be no different than any team I've been on. Just go kill and go to the next level after that.
Facts. So
And I ain't mentioned 2 years and none of that.
one and done. Now you two, this weekend I heard a lot of back and forth about Tennessee v. Arkansas and like where Tennessee's at right now. Arkansas is obviously struggling a little bit. We ain't even gonna talk about this year. Next year, y'all both will hopefully be playing a lot of minutes against each other. I don't know how much time you guys have spent playing against each other, but like, what are you guys most excited for in that matchup? You know, obviously on the biggest stage with those two schools in the SEC.
No. They play against each other every day.
That's true too.
I hardly ever put them on the same team when we scrimmage. So I see it every day.
What does it look like every day? Hold on,
It's special. It's special. It's special.
Who win the matchup? You gotta pick a winner this year so far.
Be honest. Who has the most wins in practice? Be honest.
Crazy.
Be honest.
Crazy.
Be honest.
We didn't gave y'all fits.
Be honest.
Man.
Be honest. Come on now.
If it ain't up and up, you can't give it to nobody.
Yeah. I would say I haven't kept a tally, and I should have kept a tally on that all year. But if I was to just think of a tally, and I think they both would agree, if I had to keep a tally, it's almost even, or it's +1 +2 -2 on either scale. It's day to day, and we scrimmage different segments, different pockets of practice. So we may have 3 different scrimmage sessions within the practice. So it does every day maybe go 2-1. I think one day last week it went 3-0, and the chatter never stopped. It carried on to the next day, but it's usually 2-1, 1-2, or if I only do 4 pockets, it's 2-2. So
hold on, let me stick with you then,
Yeah.
and then I'll get to these two on next season.
Wait.
These two match up next year, right? Let's say they're playing basically full game.
Yep.
Meleek is, leading scorer in Arkansas. Amari's the main defender for Tennessee.
Okay.
How many points is Meleek having in that game? How many points is, I guess, Amari holding him to or giving up?
I'm gonna say this, and I respect Amari. I don't think you're holding Meleek to a point situation because Maleek's gonna shoot the basketball, so it's the volume is going to translate to him getting points.
I know every move Meleek has. I might be the only person to know every move Meleek got.
Yeah.
How does practice look for Leak?
Ugly.
Free for all.
Ugly.
For all.
Practice looks ugly.
Recess.
So I'll give you one example yesterday. So in practice, Meleek felt like he got fouled by Amari, and Amari went down and made the layup.
Wait, what happened? Why do you feel like he got fouled?
I'm telling the story. So Meleek felt like he got fouled by Amari. I wasn't watching at the time, so I didn't call the foul. I'm the greatest referee in the world, and I didn't call the foul. I didn't see the foul.
Okay.
Amari goes down, lays the ball up, and comes back, and Meleek was like, yo, that shouldn't even count because you fouled me. And Amari started defending himself, and Meleek looks at another coach and says, he crying like a baby that wants some candy. So that's the type of – man, I want to know how close I can sit at that game when Meleek and Amari are playing against each other, Tennessee and Arkansas, because it ain't going to be the points that goes, what's the scoreboard's going to say. It's going to be the conversation that those two
I'm not
have
letting you
within.
dance around this. Is he getting 20 plus? Yes or no?
On the Arkansas team right now,
Yeah.
100%. He has to. No, seriously.
What Maury guarding me?
With Maury Gardner, you getting 20 plus.
If Meleek takes 18 shots to get 20 points, do you think Amari did his job?
I would say so.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
I know what Maury's going to say. Does Tennessee win?
Oh, you know I'm winning. You know I'm winning.
5, what you got?
And we can't really talk on that.
You know film don't go nowhere, so this conversation's forever going to be
He
here.
has no Tennessee film. I have no Razorback film.
I'm talking about this film that we're recording right now.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to run right back.
Here we go. See, here we
It's
go.
definitely going to run back next year when y'all two play each other. I can guarantee that. Whether you get locked up or whether you get 30 on your head, it's coming up.
So
one
what
way or
is
the
he
other.
expected to do on the offensive side?
This is two sides of the ball.
Yeah, it's two sides. You
I'm
can't.
going to do mine in the offense every time.
Oh, yeah?
Every time. Every time. Because if Maleek's checking me, it's food. I promise.
That's your matchup?
Anybody could be my matchup, bro. I
No.
don't shy down
We ain't
the way.
talking about nobody. If you getting him, how many is he putting up?
Not as much as he averages. Not as much as he
getting over my
averages.
average.
He played with me and knows all my moves. I know all of his moves.
And his bag ain't as deep, huh?
We on the same team, bro. We winning the championship together. That's what we're here
All we
for.
focus on is this year. All right, I heard that. All right, man. Well, regardless of what happens next year, obviously I know City Reapers want to go back to back. Well, really back to back this year. So I'm excited for the rest of this season, regular season, and then obviously playoffs, man. I know this OT arena gets pretty rocking. It gets crazy, and I'm excited to see what you guys do. So I appreciate y'all stopping by, man.
Appreciate
For
you.
sure. Now it's time to turn to the City Reapers owner, the one and only DeAdrian Harding. DeAdrian, you there?
What's happening? I'm here.
I'm glad. So we got some OTE games this weekend. Obviously, you guys play. But first and foremost, man, we got to talk about this Luka Doncic trade. I'm sure you saw it. I was fast asleep when it happened. You know, I go to bed early. But, like, give me your thoughts, man, from an owner's perspective when a trade like that happens.
You know, I saw it, bro, and I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was a joke, being honest. Like, because I've seen so many things. LeBron going to the Warriors, Steph going to the Lakers. Like, I be seeing all sorts of, like, trolling stuff on Twitter. And I saw that. I thought it was just like another joke. And then I saw ESPN post it. So I'm like, oh, it's real. But, I mean, it's honestly a smart move for the Lakers. I mean, they've had Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron. Like, this is now like the next generation of a franchise player. So I think from their standpoint, it's a good move because, I mean, he's one of the best scorers in the league. And he's one of the youngest, you know what I'm saying? So it's a smart move they have like the new franchise player because LeBron is about to be out of here and we don't know how long. And he can't keep doing what he's doing at 70 years old. So we need somebody young to do the job.
Nah, that's facts. And I hear what you're saying, man. We don't know if Bron got one more year or 6, but regardless, to get a young superstar like that, man, it's a crazy move. I guess on the flip side, though, if you're Dallas, like, from an owner's perspective, like, what are you asking for to acquire a player like Luka Doncic? Like, what is it going to take to get him off your roster?
You mean like for them to acquire somebody else like him?
No. Like, I'm saying you're the Dallas Mavericks owner, and somebody calls and says, I want Luka Doncic. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what they was thinking. But then it must be something bigger than we realize. It has to be. Because he was about to get a max contract, wasn't he?
Definitely.
Yeah, see, bro. Yeah, there's a reason for it. I mean, he's been injured a little bit, but it's not like it's been like no bad injuries to where he's been gone for an extensive amount of time. And he's not like an injury-prone based player. I don't know. But I mean, even if bro was, you know what I'm saying, shoot me in my arm, I'm still keeping bro. You know what I'm saying? It's Luka Doncic. You know, come on. But I don't know. There's definitely a reason though. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
there's going to be a 30 for 30 on this trade for sure. This is one of the wildest trades in NBA history.
Yeah.
Now, let's take it back to OTE. As an owner of the Reapers, is there a player that, like, would be comparable to trading Luka from you guys' current roster?
nah, we ain't trading nobody.
I'm saying, no. Is there a player that, like, you look at and you're like, dang, that's what it would be like if we traded?
Ooh, Meleek, 100%.
It got to be 5, right?
Yeah, because, you know, Luka does everything on the floor. Meleek is that. He does everything on the floor. So it'd have to be Meleek.
I hear it. I agree with you. Now, obviously, like I said, some big games coming up this weekend. I think the biggest one that everybody's looking at is Saturday. You're wearing some yellow, by the way, so that's kind of crazy. Y'all got the Dreamerz.
I get a pass. It's
So y'all got the Dreamerz, man. Are you nervous about this matchup? The series is 1-1. This is a tiebreaker. Like, are you scared about it? Are you excited? What's going through your head?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm never really nervous when it comes to any team because I know the team that I have is the Reapers, so I'm never nervous about any team to go against. Everybody was so hyped about the Dreamerz, and then we went out there and beat them the first time. You know what I'm saying? The second time, I was there. I don't want to be that person to blame nobody, but the refs kind of sold the game a little bit. They didn't create a 20-point lead though, but they created the momentum that they gained to get a 20-point lead. So, you know, if the refs ain't on the nonsense they was on last time, it'll either be a close. Well, I feel like we're gonna win, but it's gonna be a close game though. So I think we're gonna win, personally. I know we're gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Heard it here first. Yeah. Reaper's gonna win. I see you doing your job as an owner, by the way, lobbying for the refs to give y'all some calls this weekend and trying to lay that in there a little early so that it goes your way. I see it. I respect it.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to cheat either. You know, this is what I want the refs to do is call the right calls. That's it. I don't want them to cheat for me or for them. Just make the right calls when the call needs to be made. That's it.
I hear you. I hear you. Now, obviously, one of the biggest keys to beating the Dreamers anytime is stopping Eli Ellis. Do you, as an owner, I don't know how your basketball mind is, what would be your strategy? How would you approach trying to limit Eli Ellis?
When it comes to a player that's so good at scoring, bro, you can't fully stop them, but you can contain them, is what I'd say. Bro, we went out there and seen him drop 50 points on teams, dog. You know what I'm saying? If we can get Eli down to like 20, if we get him down to 20, we catching the dub. But the only thing now is if we get him down to 20, we just got to make sure that his other teammates don't catch on fire in the process of containing Eli. They got 3 amazing shooters on their team. We can't do nothing. Everybody on their team can shoot threes.
Everybody.
It's the fact that they shoot threes at such a high level. It's not even like bad shot choices, you know? They just look for the open man and they get the open man and they make the shot. So when it comes to Eli, you just got to keep a body on him, bro. Like switch, like switch, stay on him, switch, stay on him. Like, bro, just keep a body in front of him because if he gets that little space, he's going to knock down the shot, and that's the problem. You can't give him no space.
Nah, that's facts. Now, as an owner, obviously you have the opportunity to talk to your coach and, you know, give him some words or your ideas and thoughts. Have you talked to Doug about the stuff you just mentioned about trying to limit Eli?
No. And it's because Coach Doug is a great coach. I trust him to do, you know, bro, he's a great coach. I trust him to play his role. You know, me being an owner, yeah, I'll throw some things in there from time to time. But, I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's been with the team longer than I have. I'm going to let him do his thing. He knows what he's doing.
Nah, I hear that. I guess my next question is and I ask the players this as well. Is there a player on the Reapers roster that you would like to see step up and take that kind of third role behind Meleek and Amari for this weekend and also moving forward? Is there a guy that you like that needs to be our third star and they'll help us moving forward? We'll win this thing.
I say Jay Will. I just want bro to shoot more. You know, I just want him to shoot more. You know, like if he catches fire, it's raps for the other team. But the thing is he has to be in the game to catch fire. He has to, you know what I'm saying? And people got to look for him. He's hands down one of the greatest shooters at OTE. So I would love to see him doing more besides than just catch and shoot, being honest. Yeah. I would love to see him creating some shots, you know what I'm saying? Shot creation. Pound dribble.
Do that one more time.
Pound dribble, side step, wing. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see out of Jay Will. And I know he has it. Maybe coach just might not have the utmost confidence to let him take that. But I love to see him shot create, being honest.
Nah, I know Doug has confidence in it for sure. And this weekend, I think it's going to definitely come out a little bit. We've been waiting on the J. Will coming out party, and it's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Sure.
Now, as the owner of the Reapers, right, we just seen one of the craziest trades in NBA history. There's a Reaper alum who's doing his thing in the league right now, Amen Thompson. He's going buku a little bit.
Yes.
Have you talked to him about coming back to the Reapers?
No, but I would love to. I'm about to DM bro right now. Hey, with him on the team, oh yeah, it'd be raps because that's another amazing defender. We would need that. You know what I'm saying? Reapers are known for defense, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit more defense and somebody who's just amazing at the rim offensively too. You know? So I mean, hey, I might shoot bro a DM, no cap.
So here I'm gonna do this. You got about 20 seconds. I want you to give me your pitch to Amen Thompson. What you offering? What you throwing in the deal? What Give me the pitch. I want to hear it. Come on, this is owner stuff.
Cool. Amen. This is you. You know what I'm saying? I'm the City Reapers owner, Adrian Harding. Listen, man, we need you on the team. Yeah, you're making money in the NBA. Forget all that. We got women for you at the OT facility. All right. So drop everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Come work out with us. Come get back in the gym with us, and we're gonna get another championship like you already got with the Reapers. Easy money.
Hey, I mean, not a bad pitch. Yeah,
women, it always works. Dudes, dudes be fiends, bro. Women always works.
I'm hearing you, man. I'm hearing you. Just a general question. Do you think you could win 4v5 in the playoffs if Amen's on your roster?
4v5? And we won with 4?
Say what?
We the one with 4?
Yeah, you got Amen as one of your 4, though.
Nah, that's Glaze. Nah, we're not winning. No. If I was like, we winning that, that's actually Glaze. Nah, we're not winning that.
Hey, I've hooped with you before, man, and you got some bounce. You could play a little bit. Will we ever see you suit up for the Reapers?
You know what, man? I would love to do that. But the likeliness is very low. But I would love to do that, though, for sure. And you best believe if I get in the game, pulling up from half, first play, no cap.
Man, y'all do y'all homework on the Adrian Harding dunk package, too, man. Dude got bounce. I won't lie. Well, look, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of the season, bro. And I know you are, too. You're looking at possible final matchups with either RWE, Dreamerz, or whoever it is. I know you guys want to get a win. I'm excited to see you in the building for these playoffs and the rest of this stretch here. So we appreciate you stopping by as always, man.
Yes, sir, man. And y'all have an amazing night and be blessed, my brother.
This has been another episode of Unfiltered with the City Reapers. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching the full video, fam. You a real one for that. For more videos from the best league out there, check out these videos here. And also, hit that subscribe button to never miss a video. We want to see who's really locked in to OTE.